Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you 4 simple and helpful CSS tips and tricks you can use on whatever project you're working with on Elementor. So without further delay, let's dive in and get started. So the first CSS trick we'll be talking about is the custom scroll bar. So I'm just going to come over here to where we have the appearance, and then I'll go to the customize, and I'll open this in another tab. Then I'm going to come over here to where we have the additional CSS. And mind you, you can also add this code using the code snippet or the WP code plugin to add the code. So I'm just going to make use of this feature here. Okay, so I'm going to head over to my VS Code. We have already written out the code. But before then, what we're going to do here is, you can see here, but by default, this is what the scroll bar looks like. Now, at the end of this, we're going to be able to customize this scroll bar to suit whatever project we are working on. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm just going to head over to my VS Code editor. I've already written out the code, and I'm going to copy out this code here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to paste the code here. Now you can see now that our scroll bar has changed its look. This is what it looks like now. Now we're going to come over here to the code. You can see here we will comment this for Safari and Chrome. Now what this means is that this section of the code works for Safari and Chrome browser. And also this section here of the code works for Firefox as well. In order to customize this, you can see that this first code here is the scroll track, this black section here. So you can just come over here and change this color here to red. And you will see what we have. It has changed its color to red. As you can see, you can change it to whatever color you want to suit whatever design you're working on. And then this second color here is for the background, this white section here, which you can change to whatever color you want. We can change this to blue. Now we can see it's now blue. We now have this here. Okay, so we're just going to undo this and go back to our default design, which looks great. Now for here as well, this is where this here changes the background color. You can see. Now we can come over here and change this. But in order for this to work, to see the effect of this, we have to comment out this Firefox code here. Okay, and then we can come over here, and then we change this here to red, and you will see it changes the background here to red. And then we can change this here to blue, and it changes the track to blue, the trace to blue, as you can see. Okay, so now we can just come back here and comment this. Mind you, if you do not have this section of the code, this custom scroll bar will not show on Firefox browser. You can test that out and see what we're talking about. So I'm just going to come over here and click on publish, and we are good to go. Now the next CSS trick we'll be talking about is how to change the text color selection. Okay, that is this selection here. When you select this, we're going to change this design here. We can change the background color from blue and the text color from white to whatever color we want to suit whatever project we are working on. Okay, so we're still going to apply that effect in this section here, so we won't be going anywhere. I'm just going to come over here, and then I'm going to give gap here. Then I will head over to my VS Code editor. We've already written out the code. Not to worry yourself about this code. It will be made available for free on the comment section of this video for you to copy it and paste it out on whatever project you're working on. So I'm just going to copy this out, and then I'm going to go back here, and then right below here, I'm just going to paste the code here. Now you go come over here. You can see now that this color has changed. Now when you select another, it has changed. And then when we come over here and we remove this code we just added, let's say we remove this code, and then you see this is the default, which is the blue and the white that I showed you initially. So now we added our code. Now when we come over here and add our code, you can see now it has changed its color to this. Now we're going to come over here for other browser. You can see also that we'll comment. There's a comment here for Firefox, which means this works for Firefox, and then this one works for other browsers. Okay. Now we can come over here, and then we can change the color here, the background color to red, and then we can see it is now changed to red. And then the font, the color, the text color, we can change it from white to black. And we see it has changed to black as well. Okay, so now that is pretty much it about how you can change the text selection color to whatever color you want on your website. The next CSS trick I'm going to show you is how to make the text vertical on your website. Now, there are two versions that I will be showing you. One of the versions you can achieve it with the use of a CSS code, and then you can achieve it without the use of CSS code as well. So I'm going to show you that version first, okay? So I'm just going to come over to this text here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over to the advanced settings for the text, and I'll head over to where we'll have our custom CSS. Mind you, this custom CSS feature is only available on the Elementor Pro, okay? Now I'm going to head over to my VS Code editor where I have written out the code that will turn this text into vertical text, okay? So I'm just going to come over here. This is the version 1. I'm just going to copy this out. Then I will go back here, and then I'm going to paste this here. Now you can see now we now have a vertical text here. So, but however, the text is not well positioned. So we're going to position the text by coming over to our layout and coming down to where we'll have the position and set it to absolute. Now we can just drag the text and then place it where we want it to be on our website. So I'm just going to place it somewhere here like this. Okay, so now when you come over, you can see you now have this beautiful feature here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can achieve this exact thing without the use of any CSS code. So you can choose whichever one works for you and use on your project. Okay, so to do so, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and undo all that I have done here. I'm going to undo it by just coming here, removing this, and then removing this as well, setting this back to default. And then I'm going to go down to the custom CSS code, and I'm going to comment this code out. Okay, so now we now have our text normal as it is. So now, in order to make this text a vertical text, what I'm going to do is, still on the text, I'm going to come down here to where we'll have the transform, and then I'm going to come over to the rotate here, and then I'm going to set the rotate to minus 90 degree. And we can see we now have it in a vertical position. And then the next thing that I'm doing here is I'm going to come over to the layout and then set the position to absolute. And then I'm just going to come over here and drag it and place it where I want it to be, like this. And then just like what we've done previously with the use of code, we've been able to achieve this as well. Okay, so now this is the version 1 of how to make a text vertical. Now I'm going to show you the version 2 of how to make a text vertical. Okay, so now to do so, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come over here to our widget area. Then I'm going to drag a heading widget and drop it right above this image here. I'm going to come over to the text here, change the text to creative zone. Okay, then I'm going to go to the style option and tweak it a little bit, change the text color to white. Then I'm going to come over to the typography. For the font size, I'm going to set it to 18 pixel. And then I'm going to come over here to the transform. I'm going to set it to uppercase, transform it to uppercase. So we'll now have something like this. Now I'm going to head over to the advanced settings, come down to where we'll have the background, and I'm going to give this a background color. So I'm going to select the gradient color. So we'll now have something that looks like this button here. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here. For the first color, I'm going to set it to #SCB000. Okay. Then for the second color, I'm going to set it to black. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here. For the angle, I'm going to set the angle to 45 degree. Okay. So we now have something like that, like this, as you can see. Now I'm going to come over here to the layout. For the padding, I'm going to give it a padding of 10 pixels all around. Okay. Now this looks great. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to come down to where we'll have the custom CSS. And then I'm going to add the custom CSS code that will show us the second version of a vertical text. So I'm just going to come over to my VS Code editor. This is the version 2 code. Just going to copy out this one line of CSS code, and I'm going to go back here and I'm going to paste it here. Now you can see that nothing has happened here. So in order for this code to take effect, what we're going to do here, we're going to come over to the layout. Then under the layout, I'm going to come over to the width, and then I'm going to set the width to custom width. Now I'm going to change the uniform percentage to pixel and give me the value of 30 pixel. Now you can see our text is now vertical. Now I'm going to go back here to the style option here, come down to the typography, and I'm going to increase the line height. So we now have gap within this text here. So I'm going to change this unit from pixel to EM and give it a value of 1.4 EM. So we now have this wonderful picture. Now you can see here that our text is now a single word. Meanwhile, we'll come back to our content here. We see now it is 2 word, which is creative, and then space and so on, but there is no space here. So in order for us to give this space here, because if we should come here and we click on the space bar, nothing happens here. So in order for us to apply this space here, what we just need to do is to add this one line of break code, and then we're going to add it again, and then we'll now have the space here, as you can see. So now the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over here to the style option and align the text to the center so that it's aligned properly. The text is aligned properly. So I'm going to click this, and you can see it is now aligned properly. Then I'm going to go to the advanced settings, come down to the position, and then I'm going to set the position to absolute. Now I can place the position here, drag it however I want, and then so I'm just going to come over here, drag it somewhat like this, and then we now have something that looks like this. So you can see we now have this beautiful design here on our website. So that's pretty much about the 2 versions of how you can make your text vertical. The last but not the least CSS trick I'll be showing you is how to shorten text length by restricting it to 1 line, 2 lines, or 3 lines, as the case may be. So now, as you can see here, this is our loop grid that we've created, and you can notice that the containers are not of equal height. Now, with this feature, with this CSS trick, you can be able to make these containers to be of equal height easily. Now, let's come over here to the loop where we're going to edit it. Now, for the heading here, we can just come over here and edit the heading. Then we're going to go to the advanced settings and come down here to where we'll have the custom CSS. Now, I'm going to head over to my VS Code editor, and I'm going to copy this first code here. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to paste it here. Now, what this code does is it's going to reduce the length of this heading text into 2 lines. Now, as you can see here that this text here is 3 lines. Now, let me come over here. Let's delete this code here. And let's show you something. Now, you can see that this here has 3 lines. This heading text has 3 lines. Now, we'll paste our code. It's going to turn to 2 lines like we will have here. Now, we can, and still yet, our heading text is not equal. Our cards are not equal. As you can see, the various postcards are not equal here. So to make them equal, what we're going to do here is we're just going to come over here, and then we're going to reduce the heading text to 1 line. And then when you come over here, you can see now that it is now equal. They are all in 1 line. However, we're still not getting equal cards. Now, in order for us to fix it, we need to come over here and do the same thing to this except here, this post except here. Now, I'm going to come over here, edit the post except, and come over to where we have the settings. Now, you see, Elementor has already given us the option to reduce the except length. Now, we've already reduced the except length to 25. Now, what this means is that we're going to reduce the except length to 25 words. So, in a situation whereby there are certain words that are longer than other words in a particular post except when compared to another post except, you realize that you're going to have unequal cards. Now, in order for you to be able to fix that, like precisely what we'll have here, practically what we'll have here. Now, if you can notice that the words contained in this particular card here are shorter than the words contained in this card and this card. This card and this card are practically the same. That is why they are of equal height. So as you can see now, this one here has the words on this one here have fewer characters compared to the words on this one here. So in order for us to fix this properly and make these cards equal, what we're going to do here is I'm just going to come over here, and then I'm going to come over to the advanced settings here, come down to where we have the custom CSS. Then I'm going to copy out this code here, this option 2 here, and then I'm going to paste it here. So what this code does is that it's going to restrict the except to 4 lines, and then it's going to set the maximum width of that except to 35 characters. Now you can come over here and see now that we now have equal height. So now by using this code here, we've been able to restrict all the words to 4 lines and then 35 character of max width for the post except. That is why we now have this equal height here on our cards. So that is pretty much it about this tutorial. If you've learned something new, remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified first when I drop a new video. And feel free to drop your comments whenever you're confused or have any questions, and I'll do what to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye-bye.